So what are some of the qualities that are required to be able to do this job correctly?
Well, you need to be able to work under pressure.
Yeah.
Having business smarts really will help you greatly. I also recommend some musical training, such as like theory, listening, learning how to play an instrument is kind of key. You have to be able to work with music as well as know it.
So even if I don't make the music, it would be more helpful if I knew how to play an instrument?
Yes, because you will understand the chords more and the music progression.
Oh, okay. All right. So what is one thing you wish you knew when you were making your way up to become a record producer?
Really, I wish that someone would have informed me about the workload. Probably would have chosen a different career path. No, I'm just kidding. The workload is tremendous. When you're working on a project, sometimes you could have 5 to 6 hours of work just to do on one single track. You might have 5 to 6 hours of work just to do on one single instrument because of an artist and how they are recording during the session.
Wow. That's crazy.
So it really always varies, but the workload is tremendous.
Yeah. Which way do you advertise and market products?
The internet, honestly, we're in the 20th century now. The internet is the greatest advertising tool, I would have to say. Creating a brand of your own is one of the first things you need to do when you get started off in this industry for sure. You can pay for television advertisements, but they're kind of expensive. Creating a website is an awesome way to be able to spread your word about upcoming events and releases that you have. So any of those are really great choices for you.
So like, what jobs and tasks do you have to do as a record producer?
I mean, there are various job functions to perform, such as focusing on recording sessions, helping the musicians organizing and scheduling their promotions, productions, and the budget. They also supervise the initial recording of the songs along with any mixing and mastering processes. They can work with the mixing artist, or they could leave the mixing artist to do his thing where he wants. The music producer also helps create and make the music the best it can be with the flow design and the visions of that specific track or album. He really kind of helps it bring it all together. There's not much he doesn't do.
Right. So what are some tips and tricks for like upcoming record producers or aspiring record producers?
Man, given the workload, I would have to say take regular breaks. Definitely 15 to 20 minutes to avoid brain fry and cloth ears. Like,
what's cloth ears?
Cloth ears would be where like you've listened to so much that it's just you don't filter anymore. You just hear everything all as one. You can't really tell apart different sounds as well as you could have when you might have started listening to the song at the beginning of the day. It's just when you're getting tired and you just lose your perspective.
Okay. When is it most important to take these breaks? Like making
definitely during mixing and the post-production steps. This will help save your ears and give you more perspective, for sure.
Okay. So how long should one expect to be in the studio during each session?
Honestly, it really depends on the project. Some days I arrive in the morning and I don't leave until the same time the next day. Studio sessions can be very long and tedious, so you need to be prepared. Sometimes bringing toothbrush isn't always a bad idea, to be honest.
So what are some of the things to avoid when starting off in the industry?
Definite things to avoid. Don't go into the studio and give yourself a label. We have kids that come into the studio fresh out of college, fresh out of high school even. Some kids don't even get the educational background. And they just come in and they're like, yes, I'm a mixing engineer. Oh, I did this at home. There's a big difference between home recording and commercial recording.
Right.
Commercial recording, you earn your label. Right. It's given to you. Home recording, you can call yourself a mixer, you can call yourself a producer, but until you've actually had success, you don't have that label.
Right, right. So, are there any other questions that I should be asking that I'm not getting to?
Well, I mean, it's really all you want to know. if you want to know more about the salary, paying bills is always a big part of life.
Yeah, paying bills.
Also, make sure that you know what you're getting into. Being a producer isn't all it's made up to be. It is a lot of hard work, but there's a lot of long hours. But in my beliefs, that the outcome is all worth it. It's all about the music for me.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you.
Thanks for having me here.
All right.
Have a nice day, guys.